The work that I put in on myself makes me value you that much more, is how they feel about you, as well as how they feel about themselves. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. So this person's metrics are a little different. Like how they're measuring their progress is really about, like, they're looking at how much time did I put in on myself to become a better version of myself, because this person was able to pinpoint what they needed to work on through experiences, through self-reflection, and through being honest with themselves, right? So then after all of that hard work, all of that frustration and confusion that they went through while learning from their own life on their own, right? Because they really did that shadow work by themselves, which is how it's done. They value you so much more because it's like they look at you as such a beautiful person, and they know if they didn't do that work, they wouldn't have been able to see your beauty, because they would have had to see the beauty within themselves first to see yours. They had to learn to love themselves first before they could love you, and before they can actually accept your love. Because people who don't know love, they reject it quick, because it's like, ew, what is this? You two all up on me. I don't like it. I don't like this at all. I don't like it. And you don't even necessarily need to be all up on people that reject love, that don't have love within themselves. It's just that they know it feels too responsible, and they're not responsible at that point. So they have a tendency to project their ill feelings about themselves onto whoever they end up with, and the relationship always goes left. People end up breaking up, babies are involved, and then there's a one-parent household. Look how that happened so quickly, right? And that's because y'all wasn't aligned to begin with. Okay? And this is just an example. So this person, at this point, they're like, the only reason why I have somebody as good as you is because I love myself now, and I chose to take time to do work on myself without dealing with anybody. It feels like this person detoxed from hookups. Like it was hard too for this person, because anybody that's in that lifestyle where they hooking up and doing this and that with a bunch of different energies, you think that's easy for them to turn that off? That lifestyle is like a drug. It is addictive. And if you notice, and this is in masculine and feminine energies, excuse me, there's some feminines and some masculines, ooh, they love attention. Oh my. I mean, so much so that they don't give a damn where it come from. They don't care. Just give me attention and tell me something good about myself, because I need to hear it from somebody other than me, because I'm looking in the mirror and I'm trying to find what's good, but I can't find that. So I need somebody else to tell me. So that's someone who lacks luster. I didn't even want to say that, but they lack love for themselves. What? Lackluster, that's about like the shine and the volume of hair. But can it be used in a different way? Lackluster. Oh, yeah. Usually when I hear lackluster, I'm thinking about some hair. I'm thinking about like a doobie. But it's lacking in vitality, force, or conviction, uninspired or uninspiring. Yeah, so they lack luster. Okay. See, that's something I don't usually say, but when I hear luster, I automatically thought about hair. But it's used also in reference to someone's like energy, lacking in vitality, force, and conviction. Yeah. So, with that being said, this person knows that without doing work on themselves, they lacked luster. And They had a tendency to gravitate towards anyone who would give them attention. And this happens to, I feel like it happens to men and women, because so many people are powered up when they're given attention, or when they're shown a certain level of attention, or some type, or when they just feel seen. Some people, like, they eat that all up and they want seconds, thirds, fourths, and fifths. Okay, it makes it, it's like a drug. It's like I heard, plug it in. It's like a source of energy that they siphon from. So it's actually very vampiric when you think about it. It doesn't have to be always, because it's okay to want to be acknowledged for what you do and how you move. It's nice. But some people, if they don't have that, they don't even feel right. So they gotta go get it. You know what this reminds me of? It was so weird this day, right? I went to a grocery store. It was actually more like a market. And there was this heavyset white girl. And she was dressed kind of like, I don't know, she was kind of showing herself a bit more than, I don't know, it was hot outside and all that, but it was just like, what are you doing? Because I don't know, it was just this feeling where it felt like she was just walking around trying to get somebody's attention. That's exactly what it felt like. I felt that energy from her. She didn't care where it came from. And it's funny that this came up to me, because I haven't thought about this in a very long time. But I walked in a store and she was walking out, and then I felt her like looking at me. So you know how you feel that? I turned and I looked, and she was looking at me, but she didn't say anything. It's almost like she wanted me to say something, but I didn't, because I was just looking for some vegetables. I don't know. I was looking for some fruit. And it just, this energy in that moment was awkward. And it was like, what was that? We didn't say anything to each other, but it was weird. And then Spirit was like, she just wants some attention. She don't care where it come from. Then she came back in the store and did nothing and left out again. It's just like she was walking around like looking for attention, and she didn't care. It doesn't matter if she was straight or not. It was like, wherever the attention comes from, I want it. And a lot of people are in that state of being. And listen, I could be wrong, but I'm very empathic and I pick up on people's energy. And that's what it felt like. It felt just like that to me. It's like she wanted me to say something, but I wasn't even in that state of mind. I was more so thinking about what I came here for. Like, I wasn't thinking about that, and it just threw me off because the feeling I felt from her was very strong. So, a lot of people are in this energy, and that's why so many people just be hooking up like that. I think that's one of those big reasons, because they want attention, they're looking for love, and they're looking for it in all the wrong places. They're looking for it from anybody, not even having the capacity to know that it's best to vet people out to see if they're good for you. It's like, I don't know, I just need attention. You good for me, come on, let's go. I need energy from somewhere, because I don't have no source on my own. And this, it's like they running on a hamster wheel, and they're not really getting anywhere. You know, on a hamster wheel, you just going round and round, but you're not going nowhere. You're not really getting to a place. And so this person may have felt like they were in that energy at one point, where they just kept going and going, but they weren't getting to a place because they were looking for this validation, but it was false. It was never fulfilling. It doesn't really nourish the soul. It doesn't really fulfill the void. So there's so many people in this energy. Now that this person is no longer in that energy, and some of you could have also been in that energy as well, and then once you realized it, and once this person realized it, you stepped out of it, you did the work on yourself. Now it's like, when you get into a relationship with someone who is actually worth your while and who is actually a healthy choice, you value them so much more, because you know how you were moving before, and they know how they were moving before. And it was like, what I was doing before didn't make no sense. I was young and dumb, The moves I was making didn't make any sense, but I was doing it anyway. And this is why this person values you so much, is because they know that they could have been running on a hamster wheel still, going nowhere. But they actually chose to step off and just reflect and just be. And as soon as they stopped, going, it's like, it also makes me think about, the rat race. Like how many have a 9 to 5. I'm not saying anything is wrong with it, but I'm just saying this is society. And they label it as a rat race, because you keep going and you keep going and you working so hard. The quality of life is not always there. And I say that because a lot of times there's a lack of work-life balance. So it's hard for so many people to enjoy life because of that. They don't get a chance to slow down and enjoy. And it's hard because things are very expensive, and we know the state and the condition of the world and the economy and everything happening at one time. Okay, so it's like, for this person to slow down, regardless of if they have a 9 to 5 or not, they were able to see themselves and recognize that they were doing something wrong. They took accountability for it. And now that they did that work, they can be with someone who is of value, because they'll be able to keep them. It's one thing to get with someone who's valuable, no matter if it's a masculine or feminine energy. But the thing is can you keep them? Many people could pull somebody real quick, but can you keep them is the question. Okay, so this person actually feels like very like they giving gratitude for being prepared for you when you showed up, or when you show up, if this is in the future for you. Okay, so if you deem this energy as suitable to walk with you on your spiritual journey, say, I declare that this is my future love, in the comments below. And also, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyRose.org. Also, you could join the membership here on YouTube for additional content. I did post a new video 2 evenings ago, so if you would like to gain access to the membership to view those videos, feel free to. It's available for you, darling. Enjoy. Sending my love to you. I'll see you in the next one.